Imagine a figure standing alone on the edge of the world, staring into the vast unknown. The ground beneath his feet is uncertain and the future looms like an abyss. Yet he doesn't flinch. He stands firm, not with fear, but with a quiet, unshakable resolve. The world does not define him, nor does it control him. In this moment, he is a symbol of something far greater, the Overman. Friedrich Nietzsche's concept of the Overman, often translated as the Superman, is a vision of what humanity could become, an ideal, but not a distant one. The Overman is not a god or a supernatural figure, but a human who rises above the chaos and limitations of the world. He is someone who creates his own values, who refuses to accept the conventional morals and structures imposed by society. In essence, the Overman is a radical individual who transforms the world by transforming himself. The foundation of Nietzsche's philosophy is that we live in a world without inherent meaning. The old religious and moral structures that once provided purpose have crumbled, leaving humanity to confront the void. For many, this would lead to despair or nihilism, the belief that life has no meaning. But Nietzsche offers a different path. Instead of succumbing to this meaninglessness, we must create our own meaning. The Overman embodies this radical creation of meaning. Rather than seeking answers from tradition or society, he looks inward, drawing from his own experience and vision to define what is valuable. The Overman does not simply accept life as it is, he transcends it. This is where the idea of self-overcoming comes into play. Nietzsche believed that life is a constant process of becoming, not of being. The Overman is not a final destination. He is someone who is forever evolving, always pushing himself to surpass his former self. The Overman understands that growth comes not from comfort or safety, but from embracing discomfort, from facing the challenges of life head-on and using them as fuel for personal transformation. Think of Leonardo da Vinci not just as an artist, but as a man who lived beyond the boundaries of his time. Da Vinci didn't accept the world as it was. He questioned everything, not just art, but science, anatomy, engineering. His notebooks are filled with ideas for inventions, explorations into human anatomy, and visions of the future, many of which were centuries ahead of their time. Da Vinci wasn't content with simply mastering one field. He sought mastery over everything that interested him. His life wasn't just about producing masterpieces. It was about the relentless pursuit of knowledge, about breaking through the conventional limits of what was possible. Da Vinci, in this sense, is a perfect example of Nietzsche's Overman. He didn't wait for the world to give him permission to be great. He created his own path. This idea of the Overman is inseparable from Nietzsche's notion of the will to power, the drive that pushes us to create, to assert ourselves, and to shape the world around us. The will to power is not about domination over others, but about the force that compels us to reshape our own existence. For the Overman, life is an ongoing act of creation. It's about asserting yourself in the world, not as a passive participant, but as an active force of change. We can see this force in action in figures like Elon Musk. Musk doesn't simply accept the limitations of the present. He dreams of a future in which humanity can thrive beyond Earth. With companies like SpaceX and Tesla, Musk is not merely building products or technologies, he is shaping the future. His life is driven by a vision, not of power over others, but of expanding the boundaries of human possibility. Like the Overman, Musk does not conform to what is expected. He does not accept the world as it is, but seeks to create something new, something greater. But it's not just about creating grand, world-changing innovations. The will to power also manifests in the ability to create your own values, to live according to a personal code rather than a society-imposed one. Nietzsche's challenge is to live beyond good and evil, to rise above the conventional moralities and create a life that is authentically your own. This is what makes the Overman such a radical figure. He doesn't simply follow the rules. He creates his own rules based on his own experiences, desires, and insights. In the modern world, we see countless examples of individuals who, in their own ways, embody the Overman. Take someone like Malala Yousafzai, who has become a global symbol of resilience in the fight for education. Malala didn't just accept the world as it was handed to her. She fought against oppression, not by succumbing to it, but by creating a new path for herself and others. She is not defined by the circumstances of her birth or the expectations placed upon her. She defines her own path, driven by a vision of what could be. Nietzsche's Overman is not about achieving fame, wealth, or recognition. It's about living authentically, creating meaning where none exists, and constantly striving to become more than what you were yesterday. The Overman doesn't simply survive, he transforms. He takes the chaos of existence and molds it into something meaningful, something of his own creation. The challenge, then, is not to live for others or to accept life as it is, but to create your own path, to become your best self, not by the standards of society, but by the vision you craft for yourself. The Overman is not a distant ideal. He is a possibility that exists in each of us. Will you embrace the challenge? Will you choose to become your own master and rise above the limitations of the world? The choice is yours.